If you want to continue to follow our adventure, click subscribe. So you don't miss anything, click the bell notification. Oh, Louse on the Road subscribers and followers. As I told you in a recent video, we were staying at a campground that had free electric. That's right, free campground, free electric. There's some city parks throughout the country that have free campgrounds. You can stay a limited number of days, usually 4 to 7 days. Some of them have 14, but very few have 14 days. Basically, they have full hookups. Some have water, some don't, but all of them that we've been to have free electric. Free electric. They do require, I say that, there are some of them that do require a donation. They don't require it, but boy, I tell you, they sure do ask for it very heavily. And I'm telling you, you really should donate to them. And you should go into the town and buy something, whether it's gasoline or snacks or ice cream or something, just to show your support and your appreciation to the town and the merchants and the taxpayers of the town. They're generous enough to provide you these wonderful campgrounds. Here we are, we're at another campground. We just left one. It was a 4-day stay, and 30 miles away there's another one. The next one we're going to go to, it's a 7-day stay limit. This one is very nice, just like the last one. I think they make a lot of their revenue through the swimming pool. That must be what they're trying to do, is drag you into town, because now the last time we were in, it seemed like it had a little bit more going on. It had a fast food place. This one, however, doesn't have hardly anything. I mean, it's got some mom and pop shops. It's got some mom and pop restaurants. They put a board out on the pavilion of all the merchants, auto mechanics, and different things with their phone numbers. You can call them. I'm thinking about getting my oil changed at one of these local shops. The walks are nice. It's just relaxing to get away from having to deal with the stresses of producing your own electric, finding your own water. These forests just down the road. You know, in a national forest, when you're 20, 30 miles away, you're there by yourself. You're gonna have to take care of yourself. You're gonna have to do things by yourself. But here, if something goes wrong, well, for example, when we were in a national forest, there was our camper caught on fire, burned down to the ground. When we returned, it was burned down. Carolyn and I had to put the remnants of the fire out with pieces of buckets that didn't melt all the way down. So we're carrying, like half buckets, trying to put out the remnants of the fire. But if it had been here, we could have called the fire department. They'd have came out, they'd have blown some water on it, been done and over with. There would have been a tow truck available to come and maybe help clean us up. There would have been options for us. If I could actually stay in these campgrounds, I'm going to save $40 a month in electric. So what I'm working on, what I've done with my donations, is I'm taking that $40 and I'm distributing it throughout the campgrounds. And I think that's a fair trade-off. We only use about 10 cents a day in electric with Missouri prices. So if I can do that, then they're getting a huge bump in revenue if I just take the $40 from my generator and give it to them. And then I don't have the wear and tear on the generator, and it's so relaxing here. Now, there is a small downside when it comes to cost. We have realized we can't do laundry here. There's no place to hang your laundry up. I would be embarrassed. I think Carolyn is embarrassed if we start hanging our laundry up, showing this big display of laundry hanging from trees and the side of the camper and that kind of thing. But what we are going to do is, again, we're going to go to one of the merchants here in town, the laundromat, and provide them with a little extra revenue source. The walks in these parks are very pleasant. Both parks that we've been to have nice walking trails. I would say that the last one we were at is probably a little bit better park, but again, the town, I think, had a little bit better revenue source with some fast food restaurants, whereas this town doesn't. But by no stretch of the imagination is this one a poorly maintained park or anything. It's very nice. The grass is well cut. As a matter of fact, you may be able to hear the lawnmowers right now. Old train tracks with the old train bridges down there. There's this cotton stuff falling from the trees. I would say it's cottonwood, but I don't know. I have no idea what it is, but it's just snowing this stuff. Here's the thing I find very interesting is I don't see a lot of people taking advantage of these free campsites, and I have a theory on that. Here's what I think, and this I got a lot before. I made a video about people going to a paid campsite that didn't have any more than what the free campsite we were staying at. And I got a lot of people to feedback on it saying people just don't trust free campsites. They think it's probably going to be more trashed up, bigger problems. So I'm assuming the same thing applies here. As people see that, oh wow, look at this, a free campsite with free electric, free water, free bathroom. Very nice, but I'm not going to go there because I'm sure that there's going to be some problems there. Well, here's the thing is on one of them, the freecampsites.net actually said, okay, well, there's some people on this particular campsite that I didn't trust, so we left. But we went over to the other campsite and it was very nice. I think that is a true statement that a lot of people just believe that the free campsites are not a pleasant place to stay, so they would prefer to pay for them. Well, I can certainly attest to that these two city parks that we've stayed at here does not show any signs of scuzziness or trashiness. The bathrooms are well maintained. The trash is very well picked up. The water is clean. You know, in National Forest, whether you pay for it or not, it's usually rusty water. This stuff is very good. You can actually smell the chlorine in it. I'm going to do everything I can to arrange as many free campsites that has free electric as I possibly can. The cost is going to change a little bit through donations and having to do laundry, but the savings from the generator is a big deal. Plus, I don't have that generator running all the time. I mean, in the end, that generator is just aggravating. Having to run off the inverter when the generator isn't running, it's aggravating. Always worrying about how much battery you're using is aggravating. I've gotten about 7 days so far where I haven't had any aggravation. It's been quite nice. Now, I do have to move more often doing this, but really that's not a big deal because I have less stuff to put away. I don't have to put the generator away because it's already put away, the gas cans. This has been very relaxing, and I'm going to do this as often as I possibly can. So, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Click like if you like the video, and happy travels.